From the Simi Valley Isoplex, the Matador Sports Network is proud to present continuing coverage of CSUN hockey. Today, the Matadors, ranked 16th in the West Region, play a WCHC conference game against number 8 San Diego State. Good morning, everyone. Delighted to have you along today. I'm Travis Van Ode. CSUN swept Texas A&M last night with a 5-2 victory. Matt Bushton scored his first career power play and game-winning goal in the second period to break a 2-2 tie. So the Matadors bring in a winning streak of 7 games. San Diego State so far has been the best team in California. They breezed through the first half of the season with a 15-1-0-2 record. Their only loss to Weber State. The Aztecs are trying to clinch the number 1 seed for the WCHC playoffs today. It's the two best teams in California going at it next after we preview the goaltending matchup and drop the puck on the Matador Sports Network. The starting goalies for San Diego State, their number 1, Austin Hathcote, the junior from Fresno, grew up playing for the Junior Kings AA program. He has played a ton this season, 1,025 minutes, which is almost tops in the entire nation. 19th start of the season, of course, a 15-1-0-2 record, 2.93 goals against average, and an .879 save percentage. And the Matadors counter with their number 1, Vincent Seppi, the junior from Simi Valley. 10th start of the season, 11th appearance, 7-2 record, 2.78 goals against average, and a .904 save percentage. Seppi got the win Friday night against Texas A&M. Matadors start their top line of Alex Ryans, Eli Berengut, and John Blasco, Levi Bowles, and Tom Dobricott, the starting defenseman. One lineup change today. Max Goen is back in the lineup. George Reznikov is scratched. Also scratched, Jacob Steinfeld, Hans Wormsdobler, Kevin Stanke, and the 3 and 4 goalies, Caleb Mead and Brandon Hagen. The two best teams in California going at it today for this matinee affair. Ryans plays it into San Diego State territory. It's picked up and cleared out by Griffin Holland. Dobricott trying to curl away from Anthony Mata, the veteran for the Aztecs. Played him by Aaron Mayer. Then slapped further by Holland to Mata, who gets it in behind the net. Bowles chips to Blasco. Blasco further for Ryans, who clears the zone. Josh Nobita, the captain this year for the Aztecs. D-to-D for Holland. Mayer plays it off of Dobricott, sent in by Ryans. CSUN rolls a change. First time San Diego State is playing here since losing to the Matadors in last year's WCHC championship game, icing on San Diego State. CSUN now with a 12-7 overall record. They've won 7 straight coming in, 7-3 here at home. They've won 4 straight here at the Isoplex. San Diego State on the road this year, 4-0-0-1. They've won 2 straight away from the rink's Poway, their new home rink. Stolen by Mayer, taps to Isaac Miller. Only 15 skaters today for San Diego State, but all their best players are here. Will Lessick picks up the loose puck to Quinton Abaya. Back to Lessick as CSUN gets organized. Matt Bushton, first career game-winning goal last night to Evan Wright. Picked up by Tyler Smith, the former captain for the University of Denver. Now a graduate student at San Diego State. Adrian Wish plays it to Bushton. Right back out to Abaya, stepped up on by Wish. Back and forth hockey to begin. Wright stretches to Abaya, who gets it in deep and heads off on a change. There's Smith, the Santa Monica native, elected to go to DU for 4 years. Mason Ewan looks up ice, finds Jack Maxton. Maxton with some space. Fire, stopped by Hathcote. First test on Hathcote, he's true. A good goalie for the Aztecs, seen him a lot. Tommy Lysak shoots wide. Lysak first on it, but he's all alone. San Diego State rolling a change. Ewan around for Alex Marbach. Now John Michael Lauren. Lauren plays further, but he was behind the red line. It's icing. 17:51 remaining in the first. Fast start between these two teams. San Diego State winning back on October 20th in Poway 5-3. That night, Isaac Miller, Wish, Mayer, Patrick Miller, and Patrick Meyer got the goals. Patrick Meyer is not in the lineup today. He's a Fresno native from Kaltebrunn, Switzerland. He's only played 5 games this year, but has 10 points. So CSUN getting him a bit of a break with Meyer not in the game. Big hit by Andre Ramirez, and he picks up the loose puck. Ramirez trying to split the defense, taken away nicely by Justin Ward. Here's Ramirez again, showing off his wheels. Deflects to Isaac Miller. He and Patrick Miller are not related. Mayer into the zone, but it's offside. So we have 2 brothers, of course, playing against one another today, Levi Bowles and Hayden Bowles. Also, we have cousins playing against one another today. Lorenzo Santor, who's from Simi Valley, played for the East County Outlaws in the Kings High School League, elected to go to San Diego State. He's the cousin of Vince Seppi. Levi Bowles, being watched by his brother Hayden, sends to Matt Hoover, disrupted by Patrick Miller. Levi Bowles again, off of Miller, comes to Hayden Bowles. Backhand bid stopped by Seppi. Rebound by Stephen Plant, and they score! CSUN couldn't clear the crease. Not much Seppi could do with it. It looked like Patrick Miller got his stick on it last. San Diego State up 3 minutes into the game. When scoring first this season, the Aztecs have a very good record, obviously. They have a good record in all situations, but they're 11-0-0-2. First time this weekend CSUN has given up the first goal. They're 4-8 in games where they have not gotten the first goal, but still lots of time remaining in this one. Are they giving it to Bowles? It's from Patrick Miller, so that's Hayden Bowles' team-leading 26th goal of the season. The senior, of course, from Bakersfield, has points in 17 of 19 games this year. Bowles has been one of San Diego State's leading scorers over the past couple of seasons. Eli Berengut fires and scores! Berengut just 38 seconds later, tie hockey game. No chance for Hathcote there. Barron got his team leading 19th goal of the season. First goal on the weekend. Not going to get much easier there for Barron Guts. That's a big one for the Matadors. Played further by a Wish off of Dobercott, clears out. This should be an extremely fun game this morning and this afternoon. Icing on CSUN. San Diego State comes in, averaging 6.61 goals per game, 119 goals in 18. This is San Diego State's first game of the new year. Goals against, a very nice 2.89. CSUN coming into yesterday's game, a 5.78 goals for, but taking away the two Chapman games, a more realistic goals for average of 4.19. Ramirez's shot was blocked by a Wish. Matadors goals against average wise, 2.17. Make it 3.17, so a little bit worse goals against average. Icing on CSUN once again. Blasco and Ryants pick up the assists on the goal. Remember, Ryants had a 2-point game last night. Scored the 4th goal, primary assist on the 5th and final goal. So Ryants now with 4 points on the weekend. Career point number 198 for the senior. Oh, so close to getting to 200. Matadors clear out. Won't go for icing this time. CSUN gets a needed change. Deflected further by Hayden Bowles and given a rough ride by his brother Levi. It's been so fun to watch those two go at it over the past 3+ seasons. Been told that Hayden Bowles is going to graduate. Levi's coming back for a 5th year at CSUN. Icing on the Matadors. 5 minutes into the game, and so far this is all we could have hoped for. Maybe a little bit more. Since the 2006-2007 season, San Diego State leads this series 11-5, but CSUN has won 4 of the last 6 games between these two teams. They beat San Diego State 2 out of 3 times last year, so it was kind of a coin flip on who was the best team in California as Seppi covers up. San Diego State finished 9th, and they did make the 2nd round of regionals, lost in overtime to Utah State. CSUN was ranked 10th, lost in the 1st round, but they beat San Diego State 2 out of 3 times, so kind of the best teams in California last year between these two teams. Right now, you'd have to give the edge to San Diego State because they have the overall lead over CSUN as that shot skips wide, and they have the better overall record, and they're ranked 8th. Matadors trying to take back the mantle of best team in California. Ewan given a rough ride by Isaac Miller, shoots wide. Held in by Holland. The freshman, I assume, from Atkinson, New Hampshire, went to Central Catholic High School. Hoover winds it up through Tommy Peng. Mata, nice play, but Marbach's there. Anthony Mata, I think this is his final season. He's been at San Diego State at least 4 years. The San Diego native, and it is his 5th and final season. Stuff attempt by Peng, stopped by Hathcote. Ewan a drive, didn't get all he wanted on it. And it squeaks through Hathcote, actually, and wide. Break for San Diego State. Cameron Rorick. Defended well by Nobita. Taps it to Jack Dobbins. Played further by Lysak. Ewan takes a look. Turns it over to Dobbins. Out front, Rorick there in good position. Dobbins, a freshman from Scottsdale, Arizona, played high school hockey for Horizon High School. San Diego State had a bunch of good recruits come in this year. The Rorick line has to stay out. San Diego State sends out their top line. Hayden Bowles against Rorick. Backhand bid by Bowles is held by Seppi. Seppi in his career against San Diego State, 2 appearances, no starts, has a 1-0 record, has only given up 1 goal against. the Aztecs for a .81 goals against, a .968 save percentage. Remember, Seppi relieved Calvoda as that shot goes just wide from Wish in 2 of the 3 games last year against San Diego State. Relieved Calvoda in the WCHC championship game, ended up getting the win as CSUN came from behind. Hayden Bowles, nice defensive play by Bushton, sent inside of the net by Plant. Sharp angle bid by Bowles goes wide. San Diego State making something out of nothing there. Weird hop comes right to Patrick Miller. Bushton once again there, gloved down by Smith. Stretch to Blasco, gets it in deep and heads off on a change. San Diego State the better of the play the last couple of shifts. 12:50 remaining in the first. Stands are packed here at the Isoplex to take on these 2 teams, the 2 best in California. Lauren fires, stopped by Hathcote. Lauren on the loose puck, taken away by Isaac Miller and cleared out. Lesick waits for his mates to get onside, dumps in. Hathcote leaves for Wish. Smith uses the glass. Dobricott a check from behind. Play continues as Hathcote wanted a penalty. Maxton plays off of Wish, and Mata chips in. Ramirez to Dobricott. Pass it to the reach of Lauren, picked up by Ward. Ward to Mayer. Now Isaac Miller. Once again, San Diego State dumps and chases. Seppi can't cover, but Levi Bowles is there. Ramirez can't get it around Lorenzo Santor. There's the Simi Valley native, a homecoming for him. Second opportunity, gets into Aztec territory. Mayer. Lysak couldn't handle. Dobricott's pass did deflect, no icing. Ward closed it on by Abaya. Reverses for Derek Bell, and it comes to neutral ice. Marbach right back in. Hathcote can't get it off, but Ward's there. Now here comes Lysak to Bell. Bell played 4 years of football at the University of Michigan. He's from Holland, Michigan, where Hope College is. They're in their ACHA D3 team. He's a big boy, Derek Bell. Listed, I believe, at 6'2" or 6'4". San Diego State holds in. Hefty. Then just clears it out. What a hit by Hefty on Dobbins. See if CSUN can get some energy from that. Abaya shoots, it's blocked. Abaya overskates as it hit the Zamboni door. Bell clears to the neutral zone. Marbach out of the reach of Abaya. Stretched ahead by Holland. Back four at Ewan. 10:22 remaining in the first. Good pace to this opening period. Ewan's pass taken over by Hayden Bowles. Ewan regathers, and here comes Hoover. Hoover against Nobita. Shot from the outside, glove save, Hathcote. Hathcote, meanwhile, against CSUN, this is his 6th start against the Matadors in his career. 2-3 record, 4.00 goals against average, and an .882 save percentage. His first career start 2 years ago was against CSUN at the Kroc Center. The Matadors beat San Diego State that day for the first time since 2007. It was a monumental victory for the Matadors that day, and they've had success against the Aztecs ever since, winning 4 of the last 6 between the two rivals. Wish hit by Pang. Wish gives it back to him, digs the puck free. Rourke keeps the play alive to Bushton. His shot, looking for a tip from Pang, didn't connect. Lesick back down the wing. Held in by Rourke, who's covering, goes through Hoover to Patrick Miller. Further, Plant in front, denied by Bushton. Penalty upcoming, though, to CSUN. Smith, Wish, extra attacker out, it's Mata. Sent out front to Smith. A drive deflected over top. Seppi didn't see it. And it's touched up by Bushton. San Diego State gets the first power play at 9:09. Bushton once again is the guilty party. He took 3 penalties last night against Texas A&M, all in the 3rd period. Bushton pleading his case. It's a roughing call on Bushton. CSUN last night against Texas A&M, perfect 5 for 5 on the kill. Had to kill off 5 consecutive penalties in the 3rd period. But they can't do that against San Diego State. Way too good of a power play to do that. Marbach steals, held in by Nobita. Smith chips it past Barron, got one-timer by Mata. What a save by Seppi. Stretched out, robbed him with the right pad. Nobita, stopped by Seppi, no rebounds. About 30 seconds gone by, looks like, on the power play. Maxton, Lauren, Dobrikot, and Marbach make that Lessicker out. Maxton against Mata on the draw. And it's 1 to Lessick. Smith holds in. Given a rough ride by Lauren. Out front, deflected away from Mata. Mayer to Nobita. Cross ice, shot scores, Isaac Miller. What puck movement by the Aztecs. 1 for 1 on the power play. They get the lead back at 8:26. That's Miller's 8th goal of the season, first power play goal of the year, the sophomore from La Mesa. Miller now points in 4 of the last 5 games for him personally. And there you go. That's how fast San Diego State can strike on the power play. Bushton's got to be a little bit more disciplined here this morning. Hayden Bowles weaves his way in. Defended well by Bushton. 2-on-2 for CSUN. Lauren with Maxton. Lauren defended well by Hollins. Nobita picks up the assist on Isaac Miller's goal with the great cross-seam pass. It's quieted the crowd here at the Isoplex for the moment. The Bulls are here to watch Levi and Hayden play. They always are. Right, shoot stop by Hathcote. Picked it up through a bit of a screen by Hefty. Nice job by Abaya to steal from Patrick Miller. Abaya chips in. Back for it, Hollins. Leaves for Nobita. Held in by the Matadors. Nobita in good defensive position. Such a smooth skater, Josh Nobita. Taking over the captaincy from Vincent DiMaggio, who graduated. Also, Brandon Vera graduated for the Aztecs over the summer. Didn't lose much more than that, though. Hefty in front for right, couldn't shoot. Marbach holds in initially. Lysak ahead for Dobbins. Dobbins shot stick save, Seppi out of play. 6:46 remaining in the first. The teams have traded goals so far. San Diego State has been the most successful team in California over the last couple of seasons. They're the only California team to make regionals each of the last 2 years. They've made regionals in 7 of the 9 years in Division II since moving up. After they made the Division III National Championship game in 2008, lost to California University of Pennsylvania. They've made the regional finals 3 times, have not made it to nationals yet, but made it to the final round of regionals, 2010, 11, and 13. Penalty upcoming. Cross-checking call at 6:31. Aaron Mayer goes to the box. CSUN their first power play. This is where the Matadors power play has to show results, period, against a quality team in San Diego State. Matadors power play coming into yesterday's game, 12.8% overall on the year. Matadors did get a power play goal from Matt Bushton, the game winner. Went 1 for 5 overall against the Aggies. Tyler Smith clears out, and a breakaway for Isaac Miller. Miller, stopped by Seppi. An absolutely huge save by Vincent Seppi, robbing Isaac Miller, the latest goal scorer for the Aztecs. San Diego State just so fast up and down their lineup. Matadors are going to try and wear down the Aztecs with their 4-line attack. This is, remember, CSUN's 3rd game of the weekend. Matadors were a bit tired second period last night. Were rejuvenated in the 3rd period against A&M and pulled away from the Aggies. But yeah, you kind of wonder how much is left in the tank of the Matadors this weekend. Baron Guts, back checked by Isaac Miller. Cleared out by Wish. Seppi leaves for Rorick. Nice pressure by Patrick Miller. Rorick to Levi Bowles. 1:05 remaining on the power play. Shot deflects up and out of play. So far, not too much possession in the offensive zone for the Matadors. The rest of the Hefty line goes out there with Lessick and Bushton the pointmen. Hefty takes the draw against Hayden Bowles. 1 to Abaya, back Bushton. Bushton shoot stopped by Hathcote. Bushton has really started to come alive though, numbers-wise. He's a point-per-game player in his freshman year. Lessick's shot blocked by Nobita, and he clears out. I know the Gales were not exactly pleased with Bushton's penalties in the 3rd period last night, his game-winning goal notwithstanding. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Hefty chips it around Smith, but they're offside. Was disrupted just enough. Not much going on for this CSUN main advantage as of yet. I'm telling you, this is going to be the difference. If CSUN and San Diego State end up meeting in the WCHC final, special teams could very well be the difference in that one, and of course here today. Hefty, a strong hit on Lysak, but it's cleared out by Dobbins. One more push for CSUN, 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Bushton, Lessick couldn't handle the pass, Wright's there, taps to Abaya. Abaya, stopped by Hathcote. Dobbins clears, Mayer out of the box. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play. 4:28 to go in the opening period. Lessick, a drive over top. Ramirez to Dobricott. San Diego State's taking the crowd out of it here at the Isoplex. That lackadaisical power play as well. Not much for the crowd to cheer about. Lauren lays the body, but Mata's got the puck. Mata in front, denied by Lessick. Ramirez, met by Mayer, clears the zone. Lauren flips in. That's all CSUN's been able to do. And it's ruled Lauren was behind the red line. Matadors don't agree. And by the way, Hathcote came out of the crease as well. And that's their argument, is that Hathcote washes out the icing by coming out of the crease. We'll see if the icing stays. Looks like it's going to. Stay tuned during the first intermission in 3 minutes and 47 seconds. We'll recap the stats and scoring plays. The 4-man officiating crew gets together and says it shouldn't have been icing, with Hathcote coming out of the crease. Face off in the center circle. Maxton line is out with Levi Bowles and Dobricott. Comes to Hayden Bowles. Plant couldn't settle. A war going on along the half wall. Patrick Miller out of the reach of Hayden Bowles. Dobrcat steps in the open lane. Picked up by Ramirez. Ramirez once again turns on the Jets. Shot is blocked by Nobita out of play. Ramirez couldn't get to full speed on that rush. He is just a north-south speedster. Matadors have got to find a way to sustain more pressure on San Diego State. Rourke wins the draw to Bowles. Bowles a drive, deflected over the net. Hoover, disrupted by Holland. Gets the puck back. Hoping for Rourke out front, it lands on top of the net. Play slowing a bit here in the first, but it's been a fun one to watch so far. 3:07 remaining in the opening 20. Thanks so much for tuning in today once again on the Matadors Sports Network. The second to last home game of the season for the Matadors. 2 Thursdays from now will be the final home game, senior night against Washington. Quick shot by Pang is held by Hathcote, who hasn't been too busy so far in the first. It's gone by fast, hasn't it? We'll honor the careers of 9 or 10 Matadors this year. It's going to be a special senior night. Lots of players graduating. Pang to Rourke. CSUN trying to get the equalizer late. Stopped by Hathcote, no rebounds. The backup, Jacob McCullough, has only played 65 minutes this year. Hathcote, one of the nation leaders in minutes played this season. Again, 1,025 minutes is a ton. San Diego State goes to Northern Arizona next weekend. That will help them out strength of schedule-wise. Barron heals his shots. Dug free by Mata. Mata reverses for Smith. Pass works out to Mayer, but loses possession. Hand pass on the Aztecs. 2:34 left in the first. Again, San Diego State wins today in any fashion. They clinch the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs, which are going to be at LMU the second weekend of February. These two teams have clinched WCHC playoff spots. The final 2 spots to be determined. Icing on CSUN. Coming into today, Long Beach State is in 3rd place. Cal State Fullerton's in 4th place. Loyola Marymount's in 5th place. Chapman is in 6th place. Still winless this season in conference play. These are the 2 favorites, with Long Beach State a close second to win the WCHC crown. But don't count out Fullerton. Shot off the side of the net by Mayer. It's going to be a very competitive, I think, WCHC playoffs this year. Ryan's trying to track it down. Smith gains body position. Penalty upcoming to CSUN. Blasco a strong back check on Isaac Miller. Slashing call at 2:01. Marbach heads off. San Diego State's 2nd power play. Isaac Miller struck on their first one. Again, the Matadors have got to be disciplined today. Hayden Bowles, Plant, Patrick Miller, Nobita, and Holland, beg your pardon, start the power play. Rourke can't win the draw. Oh, what a save again by Seppi. Absolutely robbing Patrick Miller. Rourke again against Hayden Bowles. One again to Patrick Miller. His shot this time goes wide. Seppi smartly covers up. Rourke has got to find a way to win one of these face-offs. Berengut came out initially, but then goes back to the bench. Rourke against Bowles. Bowles again wins the draw, but it comes out. Break for CSUN. Lesick stretches it to Abaya. Abaya makes the smart play to send in deeper. 1 second difference between the game clock and the penalty clock, so this power play will not carry over. Hayden Bowles dangles around Bushton, cleared up by Abaya. Also credit Rorick there in front. 1:20 to go in the period. Smith finds Hayden Bowles. Pass doesn't connect. Icing. And the Big Mountain Showcase is going on in Colorado. Gonna update you on what's gone on there during the second intermission. All the top teams are there. San Diego State is the only top 10 team that is not at the Big Mountain Showcase. California teams, it is certainly tough for them to make these big showcases. CSUN was hoping to get an invite to the Beehive Showcase at least, or the Big Mountain Showcase, because they made regionals. 1 minute to go in the period, but ultimately did not receive an invitation. But did go to the Boise Showcase. Step in the right direction. Nobita. Mata heads to the net. Nobita patient with the puck as San Diego State's set up. Patrick Miller to Smith. Blasco right in the lane. Almost forced it out. Patrick Miller shovels it around. Penalty upcoming to CSUN. Mata to Patrick Miller. Returns to Mata. Out front, Bushton got just enough of it to force the whistle. Interference call with 20 seconds to go in the period. So a 5-on-3 for 19 seconds, and once again, Bushton goes to the box. San Diego State, the first 5-on-3 power play of the game. 19 seconds with which to work. Big face-off here. The Aztecs control. Nobita. Smith. One-timer blocked by Bowles. Nobita. Smith again. Fakes the shot. Mata. Nobita. One-timer blocked by Berengut. Berengut trying to cut in. 2 seconds left in the period. Doesn't have time to get a shot. Penalty to Marbach over. San Diego State starts the second period with 1 minute 40 seconds remaining on their third power play. Hayden Bowles opened the scoring, team leading 26th goal of the season from Patrick Miller at even strength. CSUN struck back just 38 seconds later. Eli Berengut, his team leading 19th goal of the season, assisted by John Blasco and Alex Ryans at even strength. But San Diego State struck on the power play a couple of minutes later. Isaac Miller, his 8th goal of the season, and his first power play goal of this year's season, assisted by Josh Nobita, makes it 2-1. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play. San Diego State's 1 for 2. We'll get shots on goal for you when we come back. Very competitive opening 20 minutes between CSUN and San Diego State, the two best teams in California. We have an exciting final 40 minutes coming up for you. We'll be back in just a moment on the Matador Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isolplex. I'm Travis Manotti. Into the first period, number 8, San Diego State 2, number 16, CSUN 1. Hayden Bowles opened the scoring at even strength, his team leading 26th goal of the season from Patrick Miller at 17 minutes even. Just 38 seconds later, Eli Barron scored his team leading 19th goal of the season from John Blasco and Alex Ryans at even strength to tie the game at 1. But then at 8:26, Isaac Miller struck on the power play, received a nice cross-seam pass from Josh Nobita. Miller's 8th goal of the season, first power play goal of the campaign to make it 2-1. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play. San Diego State 1 for 2. They get the remainder of their third power play to begin the second. Shots on goal in the first, 15-8 favor the Aztecs. So Ryans, with his secondary assist so far today, needs just 2 more points for 200 in his career. And when he does it, it's just a matter of time now. Could happen today. Hopefully for him it does in front of the home crowd. He'll become just the 5th Matador all time since the club was founded in 1971 to amass at least 200 career points. So we are still on milestone watch for Alex Ryans. Meanwhile, Eli Barron picks up his first goal of the weekend. He had been on a real goal-scoring tear until this weekend. He had goals in 7 of his last 8 games. Had a couple of assists last night, picked up 2 assists in the first game against Texas A&M. Good to see Eli Barron getting a goal here this afternoon. A very fast and physical first period. You would expect nothing less between these two teams, the 2 best in California. 2 of 3 California teams that are currently ranked in the West region. Cal is ranked 20th. Actually 4, beg your pardon. How could I forget Long Beach State? They are ranked 18th right now. So there are 4 California teams in the top 20. Of course, San Diego State in a regional spot right now at 8th. CSUN 16th, Long Beach State 18th, and Cal 20th. Matadors desperately needing a win against a top 10 team here this afternoon if they hope to make regionals in back-to-back years. So far, they're 4-5 in games against currently top 20 teams. They're 2-5 in games against teams ranked above them. They have 2 wins against Grand Canyon, who's ranked 9th right now. And they have 5 losses to Utah State, Weber State, San Diego State, and 2 to Wyoming. Against teams ranked below them, they're a perfect 2-0. Both of those victories coming against Long Beach State. So it kind of makes sense where the Matadors are ranked if you just look at their records against teams ranked above them and below them. 3 games below 500 against teams ranked above them. Perfect against teams ranked below them. So the computer rankings are pretty accurate. And by the end of the season, certainly, with the exception of the auto bids, which I still have an issue with, but the teams that go to regionals, at least last year, the first year of the computer rankings, it truly was the 11 teams that deserved to be there. UCLA, in my opinion, did not deserve to be there. San Diego State beat them handedly in the first round of regionals. They got the auto bid from the Pac-8 conference. UCLA was not even ranked in the top 20. And the bubble burst last season for BYU. They would have made regionals had it not been for UCLA getting that auto bid. But the computer rankings are pretty accurate, and I think it's been a positive for the ACHA going to those computer rankings over a coach's poll. There's no bias, of course, with the computers. They just crunch the numbers, and how well you do is where your ranking is determined. A good one here this afternoon. Another matchup between these 2 heated rivals, CSUN and San Diego State. When we come back, we'll have a few more notes to pass along to you before the start of the second period on the Matador Sports Network. Back again at the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Manotti. Start of the second period. Number 8, San Diego State 2. Number 16, CSUN 1. Second period begins with the Aztecs on their third power play. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining on Matt Bushton's interference penalty. CSUN 0 for 1 on the main advantage so far today. San Diego State 1 for 2. Hayden Bowles at 17 minutes. Eli Barron got 38 seconds later, tied it. Then Isaac Miller on the power play is giving the Aztecs the lead back. When leading after 1 period of play this year, San Diego State is 12-0-0-1. They're perfect 4-0 on the road. CSUN, when trailing after the first period, they are 500, which is actually a pretty good record. At 3-3, they are 1-1 here at home. But kind of just throw out those stats, more food for thought this afternoon. These two heavyweights going at it this afternoon. First time San Diego State is back here at the Isoplex since the WCHC championship game last February. CSUN becoming the first California team to take home the WCHC trophy. Coming from behind to beat San Diego State that day 4-3. Eli Barron got the game winner in the third period. Again, shots on goal, 15-8 favor San Diego State as they controlled play in the first period, but it wasn't very lopsided. San Diego State was able to hem in the Matadors at times, whereas CSUN really was not able to hem in the Aztecs. There you saw the Bulls, couple of words before the puck drop. Bryant wins the draw. And it's chipped out of play. So Barron got Bowles and Dobricott start the period on the PK. Matadors, if they have to change one thing today, it's they have to be more disciplined. Matt Bushton already 2 penalties today. He had 3 penalties last night in the third period. San Diego State's power play is way too good to give them multiple looks at it. Nobita to Smith, again the former Denver Pioneer, rags it in behind the net. Seppi cuts it off. Levi Bowles pins it up and needs some help. Battling there with his brother Hayden, dug free by Isaac Miller. Nobita. Smith on his backhand. Down the wing, Hayden Bowles met by Levi. Hayden gets it back. Patrick Miller, no relation to Isaac Miller. Nobita, wide. What a look for Nobita. Was off balance, obviously, when he shot it. Smith, Nobita, fires wide. Chance for Ryans to clear, he makes no mistake. Fresh forwards, 1 fresh defenseman for CSUN. Abaya, Rorick, Lessiker now out. Big bump by Bowles on Smith. Bowles then picks up the puck and sends it packing. Hathcote out of the reach of Mata. Lessick back into Aztec territory. Abaya, and the puck stays in the rink. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Mayer. A lot of room to operate. Through Plants. Lessick clears, and that'll do it. Bushton out of the box. San Diego State 1 for 3 on the power play. Now CSUN will look to go to work offensively. Get more rubber on Austin Hathcote. Won't go far enough for icing. Lessick through Marbach. Mayer trying to take advantage. Shot didn't get to Seppi. Rebound does. Seppi makes the save, no rebound. In second periods this season, Matadors a +13 goal differential now. San Diego State +16. Just like against Texas A&M, both San Diego State and CSUN's best periods goal differential-wise are third periods. In San Diego State, such a high-powered offense. Holland shot gobbled up by Seppi, and Bell took a bit of a hack on Seppi. Matadors stayed cool, though. But San Diego State averaging 6.61 goals per game this season. Absolutely tremendous. 15-1-0-2 overall. They did in their first half of the season what CSUN did last year. So So the Matadors only lost a couple of games first half of last season. Hand pass against the Aztecs. Faceoff comes outside the zone. 17:41 remaining in the second against SDSU. If they win today, they clinch the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs. They were the #1 seed last year. CSUN was the #2 seed. CSUN and SDSU have clinched playoff spots. The final 2 WCHC playoff spots to be determined. Looking, though, like it's going to be Long Beach State and Fullerton. Fullerton kind of the one surprise team that would make the WCHC playoffs right now. Ramirez checked by Bell. The much smaller Ramirez able to hang on to the puck. Maxton pocket picked by Lysak and it's sent out. Doberkat's got to be careful with Bell hot on his horse. Bell rubs him out. Bulls supports, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez. Ward taps to Bowles. Glove down by Ramirez. Oh, what a play through the legs. Hefty picks up the loose biscuit. Fires, glove save, Hathcote. Hathcote saw it all the way. 16:53 remaining in the period. Two seasons ago, CSUN swept the Aztecs. And last year won 2 out of 3. Hefty's shot blocked, comes out. Lorenzo Santor, the Simi Valley native, can't get it past Hefty. And he's the cousin of Vincent Seppi. We have 2 brothers and 2 cousins going at it this afternoon. Max Goen. A big bump. He's the 13th forward today, getting a shift here early on in the second. Going again, goes hard on Patrick Miller. Miller once again, flushed out by Abaya. Santor's pass doesn't connect. Ewan back in as Hefty gets onside. Santor chips it past Peng to Bowles. Taken over by Abaya. Would have been onside. Ward just placed to Marbach. CSUN doing a nice job on the forecheck there. Peng all by himself. Matadors changing. Shot goes wide. Plants pressured by Hoover. Chip play to Patrick Miller. 2-on-3. Miller to Mata. Couldn't shoot. Seppi covers up. Matadors just getting started here. This stretch of 9 games in just 16 days. CSUN flies out to the Twin Cities on Wednesday. Takes on Minnesota State Mankato Thursday. Isaac Miller didn't get all he wanted on it. Seppi covers up. Then they play Wisconsin-Eau Claire Friday and Saturday in Hudson, Wisconsin. It appears the temperature Wednesday in the Twin Cities area is going to be 30 degrees. It's going to warm up a bit from single digits. Mayer all alone and he scores! Well, you just can't let that happen. Mayer walked all alone in front, uncontested. San Diego State up 2 at 15:26. That's just inexcusable for the Matadors. Mayer's 12th goal this season, leads the team with 24 assists. Now has a 5-game point scoring streak. He's a San Diego native. Baron Guts once again trying to answer quickly. What a defensive play by Holland. Baron Gut again runs into the ref. Mata picks up the assist as Hathcote covers up. Mata, again the 5th-year senior, has a 5-game point scoring streak now. 36 points in 19 games currently for Mata. He's Been an unbelievable offensive force for the Aztecs over his career. Top line still out trying to answer. Guts down the wing, 50-50 puck. Ryans checks Bulls, digs the puck free. No Matadors out front. Plant turns it over to Gut. Stopped by Hathcote. Rebound Blasco. It's blocked. Just out of the reach of Dobricott. San Diego State survives that time. Lauren lost it in his skates, but Blasco's there. Blasco. Glove down by Wish. Taken over by Lauren. And the Matadors can't get anything going there. Ewan almost had his pocket picked by Bowles. Lauren hoping for Ramirez, taken over by Smith. Ewan once more. Glove down by Patrick Miller. Countering Ramirez, 2-on-2. Ramirez. Area pass, hoping for Lauren, steered aside by Hathcote. Maxton to Marbach. His shot doesn't get to Hathcote. Maxton couldn't fire on the backhand. Tough play, certainly. The puck is shot out of play. 13:33 to go in the middle frame. San Diego State, the last 2 goals. Bit of cushion. Maxton's line stays out there. They've had a good weekend. The new look 4th line, if you will, but 4th line in name only. Matadors still trying to wear down San Diego State with their 4-line attack. Bushton shot, blocked. But remember, this is San Diego State's first game of the new year, so despite having to drive up here in the early morning, they are the rested team. CSUN got out of here a little bit past 11 last night, I suppose. Lysak shoots, glove save, Seppi. And Isaac Miller checks down, make that Bell, checks down Bushton. So there's Bell, the former University of Michigan football lineman. Just a big body for the Aztecs. Interestingly, coming out to San Diego State for graduate work. He's from Holland, Michigan again, where Hope College is. That's on the west side of Michigan, just outside of Lake Michigan. 13:12 to go in the second. Stands are packed here at the Isoplex. It's been 3 great crowds in a row. Good to see the fans coming out. I think they were jonesing a bit for some CSUN hockey. Ward fires wide. Bushton double-teamed. Mata digs it free. Bushton puts his shoulder into him. Isaac Miller, checked by Bushton. Nice job by Bushton. Couple of hits, legal. Mayer steals. Hoping for Isaac Miller, disrupted by Lessig. Seppi down and out. Back in position. Isaac Miller, sharp angle bid, stopped by Seppi, no rebound. San Diego State once again taking over here in the middle frame. Matadors have got to find a way to get more offensive pressure on Hathcote, who's had it kind of easy so far today. He's only had to make maybe a couple good saves. The goal he gave up to Gut, he had no chance on. He was out of position. It was a bit of a broken play. Gut tried to chip to Blasco, disrupted by Holland. Dobricott clears. Holland to Bell. Gloved forward by Blasco, touched by Bell first. Play continues. Dobricott pressured by Bell, but Blasco takes over possession. Gut goes wide on Holland. Couldn't get it to either Ryans or Blasco. Dobricott back in, CSUN's onside. This has been kind of the MO lately, though, in this series. San Diego State has gotten the initial lead. CSUN was able to come back twice last year against the Aztecs. Icing on San Diego State. The game back on October 20th, CSUN led 2-1 after the first. So it was a bit of a break in the usual MO in this series lately. But Right back to it here today with San Diego State, the initial advantage. So you could say the Matadors have the Aztecs right where they want them. The Gales not happy with San Diego State being allowed to change late. Hayden Bowles is able to come out in place of Derek Bell, which is a positive for San Diego State. The Aztecs just 15 skaters today, but they have all their best players. Bowles, stopped by Seppi. One of his better saves, picked it up through the screen. Bowles having a strong game yet again for the Aztecs today. 11:35 remaining in the second. Maxton line hops over the boards. Jack Mack, 2 goals Friday night, his second career 2-goal game. Andre Ramirez, just 8 assists in 3 games so far. Looks like CSUN's going to get a power play. They are. Smith touches up. I don't know why that wasn't blown dead. Smith shot the puck. That one is blown dead. CSUN's second power play at 11:17. Hayden Bowles goes off for elbowing. First penalty of the second period. CSUN has to produce today on the power play, period. I'm tired of saying it, but it's true. I'm sure you're tired of listening to me say it, but the CSUN power plays just got to find results. Bushton down to Lauren. Bushton shot deflected on by Ramirez. Don't believe it got to half court though. I guess a high sticking call to Bowles. Looked like an elbow, but at any rate. Lauren digs the puck free using his 6'2" frame. Lauren checked by Wish. Still has the puck. Hard shift for Lauren. Ramirez, shouldered by Smith. He wins the battle and clears out. What pressure by San Diego State on the kill. Matadors having trouble adjusting to it. Isaac Miller steals. Picked up off the back of the net by Bushton. Isaac Miller again to Mayer. Stopped by Seppi. Boy, that's just plain hard work by the Aztecs. That's all that is. Hard work at the other end of the ice. They were able to get the puck, send it out. An aggressive forecheck, just plain hard work. And they get a shot on the kill. 58 seconds to go on the power play. CSUN has got to up their compete level, obviously. Bowles curls away from Mayer. CSUN set up. Top line's out. Bowles. Barron got one-timer. Deflected on. Stopped by Hathcote. What a deft deflection by Ryan. Hathcote was ready. Half a minute to go on the power play. One more push. Ryant's all kinds of space. Pass off of Bowles. 17 seconds left. Blasco off of the linesman. It works out for the Matadors. Bowles leaves for Blasco. Ryant's tried to get it to Bowles. Blocked by Holland. Numbers down low. Ryant's out of the reach of Bowles. Flipped ahead, out of the box. Hayden Bowles. Stopped by Seppi. Rebound! And Seppi's able to cover up. The Matadors forgot about Hayden Bowles. He almost made him pay. Vincent Seppi keeping his team in it this afternoon. Matadors 0 for 2 on the main advantage. 9:11 to go in the second. It was 2-1 after the first. The lone goal here in the second from Mayer has stretched the lead to 2. Another opportunity gone by the wayside. Just credit San Diego State. What an aggressive PK. Bell's shot blocked. A horrible turnover there by the Matador defense. Smith run into by Hefty. Right, back to Lessick, a drive. Off of Hathcote. Marbach a bid, glove down by Hathcote. .844 left. Hope you're enjoying it this morning. It's been a good one this afternoon. 12:10 now, Pacific time. Two best teams in California going at it. San Diego State wins. They clinch the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs. Abaya, defended well by Bowles. Strong two-way player as well, Hayden Bowles. Right forces a turnover, but it comes out. Smith. Dangerous pass. Bowles turns it over to Lessick. Hefty gets back onside. Smith again. Shoots it out of play. No change for the Aztecs. Quinton Abaya a little frustrated heading off the ice. San Diego State has been able to limit CSUN today. It's certainly been a frustrating game so far. Hayden Bowles has absolutely owned Cameron Rourke today in the face-off circle. Wins another one against the Matador pivots. Hoover, little chip play taken over by Bowles. He's been all over the ice today. Bowles from the outside, blocked by his brother Levi. Fraternal twins, the Bowles. Rourke, Hoover. Hoover dumps it, Pang, make it going on the forecheck. Smith curls away from him. Rourke steals, Goen wasn't expecting it. Ward run into by Goen. Isaac Miller shoots it into the rafters. That stays on top of the speaker there. I think we picked it up. San Diego State still can't change. That puck wasn't deflected. Matadors put the Maxton line out. Tyler Smith saying it was deflected, but of course he'll say that. Now, Smith played for DU 2012 through 2016. Former captain of the Pios. Maxton tracks it down. Lauren, stopped by Hathcote. Puck didn't get to Dobrkat. 3-on-3 for the Aztecs. Isaac Miller waits for some help. Fires it wide. Crowd still out of it here at the Isoplex. Ramirez can't get there first. Lauren. A drive, stopped by Hathcote. Right into the Aztec logo of Austin Hathcote. Interestingly, grew up in Fresno, or at least he was born in Fresno, but before coming to the Aztecs, played for the Junior Kings AA program. Hathcote, a junior, his 6th career start against CSUN. 2-3 record. He's played all but 65 minutes this season for the Aztecs. Lessick shot off of Holland and wide. Bushton pinches in. That was a good pinch by Bushton. Puck again goes out of play. Six and a half to go in the middle frame. Matador's top line is out. They're responsible for their lone goal so far. Reince wins the draw to Barron. Got stepped on the puck. Tough break, countering Dobbins. Lysak just plays it in behind the net. Bryant to Berengut, nice pass. Berengut loses it to Holland. Blasco's shot skips wide. Matadors can't hold in the puck. Lessig fans on his pass. Bell out front denied by Lessig. Sharp angle bid by Bowles off the side of the net. Blasco clears. Patrick Miller to Bowles. Seppi takes a look, shovels it along. Intercepted by Patrick Miller. Bushton gives it up to Bowles. Bowles to Plant, and it's gloved off by Seppi. Steven Plant, a nice look. Seppi once again robs him with the catching hands. Plant is from Santa Clarita, a freshman, played for the California Wave AA program, so he probably knows some of the Matadors. I believe Plant actually came to the Matadors prospect camp, but chose to go to San Diego State. 5:24 remaining in the second. Ewan up the wing. San Diego State back onside. Ewan works out to right, ahead of Abaya. Abaya's offside, and it touches him, the whistle goes. Absolute war out there this afternoon. San Diego State, obviously, lots of ammunition, if you will. Come back here to the Isoplex and beat the Matadors. Trying to sweep the season series as well for the first time in 3 seasons. Mata checked by right down to the ice. Isaac Miller's shot skips on Seppi. Once again, he's got it. Seppi picking up his 7th win of the season on Friday. Brandon Calvoda last night picked up his 4th win. He's now 4-5 overall on the year. Calvoda, solid game last night. And the goal I said that Calvoda gave up was a soft one late in the first period. Actually, it was deflected, I was told later. So Calvoda, real solid efforts. Matadors sweeping Texas A&M. 2 big wins for the Matadors against the team outside the top 20. Touched with a high stick. Matadors had to win both of those games, and really this is a must-win today if the Matadors want to get back to regionals. After today, 8 games left overall in the season, including the WCHC playoffs. Shot stopped by Seppi. The playoffs do count towards rankings. The final ranking is released that next week in the middle of February. The CSUN hoping to get another shot at San Diego State in what would potentially be, and actually what would be, the WCHC championship game. That's the only way those 2 teams could meet in the playoffs. Unless they both lose in the first round, then it would be in the 3rd place game, but I don't know, I guess it's likely, but not too likely. Levi Bowles strong on his skates. Bowles stood up then by Smith. Not often you see Levi Bowles go down, but he draws a penalty. Smith can't believe it. And it looks like Hayden Bowles is going to go as well. We'll see if it's a misconduct or a minor to Hayden Bowles, but he said something to Luis Magnifico, the ref. So Smith goes off for elbowing, and Bowles goes off as well at 3:54. Matadors at least 3rd power play of the game. They're 0 for 2. Nobita, the captain, pleading his case. The Smith penalty's up on the board, and it's a minor to Bowles. It's not a misconduct, so a full 2-minute 5-on-3 for the Matadors. CSUN's third and fourth power plays of the game. This is a must convert. The Maxton line starts with Bushton and Lessick on the points. CSUN has got to strike here, trailing by 2, late in the second. Lauren to Lessick. Drive wide. So Bowles gets 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. High sticking the call on Smith. Lauren's shot is vacuumed up by Hathcote. .138 to go on the 5-on-3. Top lines now out. Isaac Miller, Holland, and Nobita, the penalty killers. And San Diego State clears out. Big face-off win by Isaac Miller. Matadors need more urgency here. Bowles to Dobricott. Dobricott to Blasco, returns to Dobricott. Ryans, Bowles, Dobricott wanted the one-timer, but it was not in his wheelhouse. Blasco, not sure what he was trying to do there. I think he wanted the one-timer, but it wasn't in his wheelhouse. 2-on-2, make it a 3-on-2 for CSUN if they hurry. Now more of a 3-on-3. Bowles, Dobricott, shot stopped by Hathcote, a rebound. Ryans couldn't settle the jumpy puck. Dobricott, Bowles, one-timer, stopped by Hathcote, a rebound, chipped wide by Ryans. Barrengut, Blasco, Barrengut, stopped by Hathcote, no rebound. Thought that Blasco had a look there in between the circles, but he elected to give it back to Barrengut. 38 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Maxton line back out. So these are the top 2 units. The Ryans line and the Maxton line. Bushed in a drive, blocked by Ramirez. Lauren curls away from Mata. In front, hoping for Maxton, deflects to Hathcote. 25 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Huge face-off here. Maxton wins it to Lauren. Lauren, Lessick, Bushton, creeping in, blocked by Wish, just took too long to shoot. Ramirez to Lessick. Lessick with 5 to go. Pushed in, deflected just wide. Players are out of the box. San Diego State's killed off the full 2-minute 5-on-3. Smith, checked down by Ramirez. 1:42 to go in the period. CSUN 0 for 4 on the power play. It continues to be the Matadors' biggest issue this season. Pushed in to Ramirez, 3-on-3. Chips it in deep. Nobita with plenty of time. CSUN needs a change. Smith dumps and chases. See if the Matadors can get a push here with 1:10 to go. Stretch pass, read by Nobita. Ewan turns it over. Plants, stepped up on by Ewan. Got the worst end of it, but disrupted the pass. Just under a minute to go. Rourke turns on the Jets, leaves for Hoover. Hoover first on it. Out front through Pang. Ewan a drive over top. Rourke through the crease, but out of the reach of Pang. 2-on-3 for SDSU. Plant, stick checked away by Marbach. Marbach up the wing, held him by Bell. His shot deflects in. 25 seconds left. Smith's shot stopped by Seppi. No screen. Matadors clear out. Smith to Seppi. Lets it out to Rorick. Rorick out of the reach of Hoover, and that'll do it for the second period. Going back to the first. Hayden Bowles opened the scoring, team leading 26th goal this season from Patrick Miller. Just 38 seconds later, Eli Barron got scored his team leading 19th of the season from John Blasco and Alex Ryans, also at even strength. At 8:26 of the first, Isaac Miller scored on the power play, 8th goal of the year, first on the man advantage from Josh Nobita. In the second, just one goal at 15:26. Aaron Mayer, right off a face-off, was able to walk right to Seppi and score on the backhand. His 12th goal of the season from Anthony Mata at even strength. CSUN 0 for 4 on the power play. They had a full 2-minute 5-on-3, couldn't convert. San Diego State did not get a power play in the second. They are still 1 for 3. We'll tell you about the shots on goal when we come back, and we'll also update you on what's going on at the Big Mountain Classic in Colorado. San Diego State up 2 as we head to the third on the Matador Sports Network. Back again at the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Van Odi, end of 2. Number 8, San Diego State 3. Number 16, CSUN 1. Going back to the first period, 3 minutes into the game, Hayden Bowles opened the scoring. His team leading 26th goal of the season from Patrick Miller at even strength. 38 seconds later, Eli Barron got his team leading 19th goal of the season from John Blasco and Alex Ryan at even strength to tie the game at 1. Later on in the first, Isaac Miller scored on the power play, his 8th goal of the season, first on the man advantage, after a nice seam pass from Josh Nobita, made it 2-1 San Diego State. 1 goal in the second at 15:26. Aaron Mayer, off a face-off win from Anthony Mata, beat Seppi on the backhand, his 12th goal of the season at even strength to give San Diego State a 2-goal cushion. CSUN 0 for 4 on the power play. They had a full 2-minute 5-on-3 advantage in the second period, couldn't convert. San Diego State 1 for 3 as they did not get a power play in the middle frame. Both teams had 13 shots in the second. San Diego State leads overall in the game 28-21. We'll see how the third period goes. Do the Matadors have enough gas in the tank to be able to once again come from behind on San Diego State? 2 out of the 3 games last year, CSUN was able to come from behind to beat San Diego State. All 3 games, by the way, were here at the Isoplex. San Diego State got up early in all 3 of those games. CSUN came back in the first and third, which was the WCHC championship game, of course, to come behind and beat the Aztecs. Do the Matadors have yet another comeback effort in them? But the power play again has been disappointing. Can't really say much more than that. In a game like this, against a ranked team, your rival, the power play has to come through when given opportunities. And power plays have been 4-3, so it's been even. San Diego State was able to find a soft spot against the Matador defense in pot 1. But credit the Aztec penalty kill. It has been very aggressive on both ends of the ice. And it's really frustrated the Matadors' 5-man units. We'll see if the Gales and the Matadors can make some adjustments in the dressing room. When we come back, we're going to update you on what's going on at the Big Mountain Classic in Colorado, and we'll have a few more notes to pass along to you before the start of the third period. San Diego State up 2 on the Matadors Sports Network. Travis Van Nody back with you at the Simi Valley Isoplex. End of the second period, number 8 San Diego State 3, number 16 CSUN 1. Time now to once again update you on what's going on at the Big Mountain Classic Showcase in Colorado this weekend. It started on Thursday. Number 1 Northern Arizona played at number 6 Denver, and DU got an important 6-4 win. Friday, as there were 14 teams there, all the top teams in the West region, plus the number 8 team from the Central Cincinnati. So 7 games a day until Monday, when there will be just 6 games. On day 1 on Friday, Cincinnati beat number 4 Williston State 8-5. Number 5 Boise State beat number 11 Weber State 4-2. This is a big one. Number 10, Arizona State beat number 12, Colorado 3-2, so that's a good result for the Matadors. NAU got revenge on number 7, Metro State 3-2. Number 2, Utah State beat number 3, Northern Colorado in Greeley 4-3. Number 19, Dakota College Botno beat Denver 5-4. And number 9, Grand Canyon beat number 14, Colorado State 6-3. So that's a good result for the Matadors as well. Yesterday, Dakota College beat Grand Canyon 3-2. So Dakota College 2-0 so far at the Big Mountain Classic. NAU beat Boise State in a barn burner 11-7. Williston State moved to 1-1. Beating Metro State 6-2. Colorado beat Utah State 5-4. That's a bad result for the Matadors, as CSUN is trying to catch, of course, CU for the final regional spot at 12. The Buffs got a big win against USU there. No final from Denver Weber State, and I checked both Twitters, and neither of them reported a final there, so we don't know how it went. Cincinnati did beat Colorado State yesterday, though, 6-4, so that's a good result for the Matadors. Colorado State is 0-2 so far at the Classic. And lastly, UNC beat Arizona State 8-3, which is another good result for the Matadors. Games going on today. Number 8 Cincinnati plays number 11 Weber State in Greeley. Metro State hosts Utah State. Grand Canyon and Boise State play in Boulder at the CU Student Rec Center. Colorado State plays Arizona State, of course, in Fort Collins, so that's going to be a big one for the Matadors. Number 10, Arizona State playing number 14, Colorado State. Dakota College Botno trying to move to 3-0 against number 12, Colorado. Another big game there at the CU Student Rec Center for the Matadors. NAU plays Northern Colorado, 1 versus 3 there. That's going to be a good one in Greeley. And finally, Williston State plays Denver at the Joy Burns Arena in Denver. Games tomorrow. Utah State plays Dakota College Botno. Arizona State plays Williston State. Colorado plays Grand Canyon. Another big game for teams that are on the bubble right now, the West region. GCU ranked 9th, Colorado 12th. Metro State plays Weber State. Northern Colorado plays Cincinnati. That should be an interesting one to see how Cincinnati does. And Colorado State plays Boise State. And again, we talked about it a little bit last night about Dakota College Botno, ranked 19th right now. It's their first full year in the ACHA. There's a new rule that you have to play at least, I believe, 16 games against teams in your own region. And by my count on their schedule, they're only going to play 12 games against teams in their own region. So it seems like Dakota College is not going to play enough games to qualify for regionals should they get into the top 12. But it's the ACHA. You never know how the rules are going to go. Apparently the Texas Conference gets an auto bid, so that is more than likely going to take 1 spot away from a team that finishes in the top 12. As Texas is the highest ranked team in the Texas Conference right now at 17th, and they lost to UTEP this week twice, so they may be out of the top 20 when the new ranking comes out. A&M is most likely the team that gets the auto bid there, but UT and UTEP are both teams that could upset A&M at the TCHC playoffs, and UT is hosting there in Austin. And also, supposedly, the Pac-8 gets another auto bid, even though they don't have 8 teams in their conference. So right now, Arizona State is in a regional spot. If they were to get the auto bid, win the Pac-8 playoffs in Lake Tahoe, no bubble would burst there. But if somebody else other than ASU wins the Pac-8 playoffs, then that would be potentially 2 spots that would go to teams ranked outside the top 12 and burst the bubble of 2 teams. If you remember last season, UCLA upset Washington. UCLA was not ranked when the season ended, but they got the auto bid from the Pac-8, which knocked out BYU. So really, to be comfortable, CSUN needs to finish top 10 if they want to go to regionals for sure. It all starts with a huge third period about to get underway. Matadors trail by 2. San Diego State has the last 2 goals of the game. San Diego State has led the entire way, with the exception of when Eli Berengut tied the game in the first period. When leading after 2 periods of play this year, San Diego State is perfect 13-0, perfect 4-0 on the road. Matadors, when trailing after 2 periods of play this year, have not won. They're 0-5, 0-2 here at home. But again, we've seen this story before between these 2 teams. CSUN trailed to San Diego State all 3 games last season, came back in 2 of them. The game earlier this year, CSUN led 2-1 after the first. San Diego State was able to come back to win 5-3 back on October 20th. Third period begins 5-on-5. If San Diego State wins today in any fashion, they clinch the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs. SDSU and CSUN have already clinched playoff spots. CSUN also trying to extend their season-high winning streak to 8 games before the Minnesota and Wisconsin road trip Thursday through Saturday. Matadors are going to be playing late Thursday night at Minnesota State Mankato. That game's been changed to 10:15 p.m. Central Time, so that'll be 8:15 Pacific Time. The other 2 games are earlier starts, 6 p.m. on Friday, which will be 4 p.m. Pacific Time at Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Then the game Saturday is going to be at 4 p.m. Central Time, so that'll be 2 p.m. Pacific Time. The second and final game against UWEC. Certainly looking forward to that road trip. Matadors are going to be playing some outdoor hockey on Sunday as well before the team heads back to Los Angeles. But first things first, trying to get back into this one against San Diego State. Matadors start the top line, Ryans, Berengut, and Blasco with Bowles and Dobercott. Same starting 5 we saw to begin the game. Mottemayor and Isaac Miller start with Smith and Holland, the defenseman. CSUN the initial possession. Blasco turns it over to Isaac Miller. Sends wide of the cage. Bowles up the wing for Ryans. Just clears out. Berengut gets there first, no icing. Berengut hoping for Blasco. Smith gets his stick on it. Remember that play from Tyler Smith. Hathcote's gloves down Bowles' shot. 33 seconds into the third. CSUN again 4-5 against ranked teams coming into today. 2-5 against teams ranked above them. 2-0 against teams ranked below them. They really need a victory against a top 10 team to raise their stature in the West region. Lessig's shot is vacuumed up by Hathcote. Saw it all the way. The hefty line trying to come through early on in the third. Hayden Bowles wins the draw. Collins, chip play taken over by Wright. No icing. No Obita. To Patrick Miller. Works out to Plant. Possible 2-on-1, more of a 2-on-2. Plant shots blocked by Lessick. Nobita. Deflected over top by Bowles. Lessick up the wing for right. Clears out. Penalty upcoming. It's on the Aztecs. Cross-checking call, 1 minute, 15 seconds into the third. Penalties on Griffin Holland, the newcomer. CSUN's fifth power play, they're 0 for 4. Again, this is a must convert. Had a full 2-minute 5-on-3 in the second. Was not able to score. The top unit starts. Again, an aggressive PK by the Aztecs. Dug free by Blasco. Rorick. Baron Guts. Shots blocked. New wrinkle on this top unit. Rorick is out in place of Dobrikot. Puck held in by Rorick. And then it comes out. Baron Guts to Ryants. Drops for Bowles, 2-on-2 down low. Bowles hoping for Blasco, blocked by Wish. Another strong defensive play. Baron Guts to Bowles, tried to one-touch it to Blasco, didn't work out, sent away. Bowles hits Baron Gut, dug free then by Eli. Headmans to Levi Bowles. 1 minute to go on the power play. Bowles able to get away from Patrick Miller. Hefty dishes Bushton. His shot stopped by Hathcote, out of play. Faceoff stays in the zone. 51 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Still not much for the Matadors on the power play. Thought that maybe it would get better, as every player has been able to practice since the new year, but it hasn't. Just simply hasn't. Hefty's shot blocked before it got to Hathcote, cleared away. An open look there for the Matadors, but nobody was on that side of the nets. Bushton stretches to right, 2-on-2. Abaya. Right hits to the nets. Abaya to the trailer, Hefty. Hefty, pressured by Mata, sends to Abaya. Abada fires wide. 12 seconds remaining on the power play. Lessick to Bushton, blocked, and a breakaway for Mata. Seppi smartly comes out to play it. Held in by Mayer, checked down by Lessick. Great play by Seppi. But the power play's over. CSUN 0 for 5 on the man advantage today. And if San Diego State hangs on, that's going to be a big reason why. Another solid kill by the Aztecs. Hefty finds Abaya, taken over by Smith. Isaac Miller the other way. Low bridges. Lessick out front, a shot by Holland, stopped by Seppi. Vincent Seppi's been the Matadors' best player this afternoon. If not for him, this might be a 4 or 5-1 game. Such a solid effort always against the Aztecs for Vincent Seppi. Draws one to Dobbins. Pass it to the reach of Lysak. Again, SDSU, 15 skaters today, but all their best players are here. Matadors are still trying to wear down SDSU, despite this being the third game in 3 days for CSUN. SDSU has carried the play at times today. Matadors even things out in the second. Ramirez tried to leave for Maxton. It was a bit of a miscommunication. Marbach with space. Pass out of the reach of Maxton. 15:38 remaining in the third. Marbach's shot blocked by Ward. Sends to Dobbins. Dobbins needs a change. Seppi reverses for Hoover. Hoover can't get it past Patrick Miller. Shot, stick save, Seppi. You into Hoover. Turns it over to Holland. Hayden Bowles first on the puck. Patrick Miller deflects in. That's a big one for the Aztecs, 5 minutes into the third. Not much Seppi could do with that one. We'll see if it goes to Patrick Miller. Looked like it hit off the Matadors player. CSUN's really going to have to push now. Smith reverses. Isaac Miller sends off the glass. Chipped wide by Mayer. They give the goal to Holland. It's his second career goal for the freshman. From Hayden Bowles. He has a multi-point game today. His team leading 12th of the season. So it did go off of Holland. I think Patrick Miller should get an assist there as well. Maybe he did and I just didn't pick it up. But at any rate, a 3-goal cushion for the Aztecs. Smith flushed out by Ryans. Taken over by Abaya. Matadors need to get more pressure on Austin Hathcote. They're going to get an offensive zone face-off here on icing. .42 remaining in the third. San Diego State has scored 3 straight goals, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They'll take a 3-goal lead. Hefty wins the draw, but CSUN doesn't come up with the puck. Nice check by Abaya to hold the zone, then he hammers down Lysak a second time. See if CSUN can get some momentum from that. Hefty's centering pass blocked. Smith sandwiched by Hefty and right. Aztecs relieve the pressure. Weak pass, taken over by Wright to Abaya. Abaya back to Hefty, out of his reach. Hefty gains body position, dropped to Lesick, but he can't hold the zone. Bushton, cross ice, Wright needs a change. Aztecs take over. Bushton to Ramirez, out of the reach of Hefty. CSUN's passing not crisp. Past 30 seconds to a minute. Ward, deflected by Bowles. Ramirez to Lesick. Chips it ahead of Maxton. Bowles turns it over to Ramirez, gets it back. Patrick Miller stood up by Maxton. Bushton's pass doesn't connect. Santor gets back first to force icing. 12:10 remaining in the third. Matadors need something positive to happen here offensively. You can almost hear a pin drop right now at the Isoplex. San Diego State's first game of the new year, and they don't look rusty at all. 15-1-0-2 on the season. Just 1 loss, 2 ties. The loss was to Weber State. They tied Loyola Marymount and Grand Canyon. Lauren shoots over top. Ramirez cuts in front, fires over top. Marbach hits Isaac Miller. Zone held for the moment. Maxton Maxton sends into CSUN, gets onside. No icing. Marbach around for Blasco. Blasco taken over by Mayer. Mata out of the reach of Isaac Miller. Maxton, little chip play, knocked down legally by Lauren. Blasco drops for Lauren. Nice back check by Mayer. Mata off of Ryants. Ryants finds Bowles 2-on-2. Bowles shoots, stopped by Hathcote. Big save by Hathcote. Bowles got a lot on that. Lysak avoids a hit. Lysak again. San Diego State's onside. Ryans takes over possession. Ryans pass ahead of Guts. Not a lot of urgency right now, either side. Intensity needs to pick up here a bit for CSUN. Barron got a drive wide. Matador starting to get opportunities, but they haven't been able to hit the net on most of them. Smith curls away from Guts. Bell stood up by Bowles. Drive by Marbach. Hathcote makes another save. Approaching the halfway mark of the third. Smith, nice back check by Bowles, but he can't get it past Patrick Miller. Miller hit by O'Rourke. Bowles supports. Pass denied by his fraternal brother Levi. Puck goes out of play. 9:45 left. CSUN needs to find a little bit more energy here. I know a tough draw, 3 games in 3 days. Seppi makes a save on Ward. Plant out front. Bowles drops for Ward. Deflects wide off of Lessick. Hoover. Area pass, read by Santor. Bushton, Lessick. Patient with the puck. San Diego State takes over. Patrick Miller plays it wide of the cage. Bushton gains the red line and chips. Nobita to Isaac Miller, fresh off the bench. Lessick holds his own, shot blocked. Nobita chips again to Isaac Miller. Once again held in by Lessick. Bushton, deflected by Abaya. Out front, didn't get to right. Doberkat leaves for Abaya. Abaya hoping for Hefty, disrupted just enough. Doberkat on around. Isaac Miller takes over, clears the zone. It's not going to go for icing. 8:05 left. Abaya off of Hefty. Smith plays in deep. The goal for San Diego State right now. No turnovers in the neutral zone. So far, I've done a nice job of that. Abaya loses the puck. And once again, Abaya slams his stick on the glass, frustrated. Been one of those games so far for CSUN. Not a lot happening offensively. Doberkat takes a hit to dump in. Ramirez can't get there ahead of Smith. Wish turned over to Bowles. Bowles plays in and heads off. Stretch pass for Plants. Stick chipped away by Marbach. 7 minutes to go. Maxton puts it on Hathcote. Lets it out for Smith. 50-50 puck. Maxton stabs further. Bowles gets it past Bushton. 2-on-2 for the Aztecs. Patrick Miller shoot stop by Seppi. Run into by Patrick Miller as he was hit by Bushton. Cooler heads prevail. 6:42 remaining in the third. San Diego State struck first in the first. Hayden Bowles. 38 seconds later, Eli Berengut, but that's been it for CSUN. One more goal in the first for Isaac Miller on the power play. One goal in the second, one goal in the third for SDSU. Mayer and Holland. San Diego State trying to lock up the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs and end CSUN's 7-game winning streak. Top lines out. Matadors need to get a goal here soon, like within the next minute to have a chance. Area pass. Santor gets there ahead of Berengut. Still offside. Doesn't look like there's much left in the tank. Very quiet down on the bench as well. Lesick, Blasco onside. Berengut stepped up on by Ward. Bowles knocked down by Ryants. Ryants to Blasco, defended well by Ward. Ryants puts his shoulder into Lysak. Make that Santor. And Ward relieves the pressure. Bowles steps around Mata. In front for Blasco, couldn't shoot. 5:35 to go. Bowles hit by Ward. Hathcote trying to force a whistle. Now it's blown dead.
I know, right?
5:23 all that's left. Looks like CSUN's going to get a power play unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to Aaron Mayer. We'll see if it's a minor or a misconduct. It is a minor to Mayer for unsportsmanlike conduct. Second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game for the Aztecs. CSUN's 6th power play. They're 0 for 5 today. And again, this is a must convert. Seeing it the last couple of power plays. The one earlier in this period, of course, and a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes in the second. The Hefty line is going to start this time with Bushton and Lesick, the point men. CSUN's got to find a way, and I think they have to find a way early on in this power play if they have any hope of coming back. But San Diego State clears out right off the draw. Lesick running a controlled breakout. Bad pass to Hefty. That's kind of been the difference today as well, as San Diego State has executed better. Matadors' passing has not been crisp here in the third overall. Again, might be a bit of malaise from the 3 games in 3 days. Bushton can't hold the zone. Right. 1:10 to go on the power play, taken away by Mata. Credit Nobita as well, dislodged it from right. Lesick. Bushton. Rorik. Matadors have found a bit of open ice. Abaya, 2-on-4. Chips it around Smith. That's Smith's second opportunity. Glove down by Dobricott. Punched out by Smith. Some more good work on the PK for the Aztecs. Half a minute to go on the power play. Another disappointing man advantage. Lauren. CSUN's set up with 22 to go. Lauren taken away and cleared out by Bowles. CSUN's not gonna get another shot. 5 seconds remaining on Mayer's penalty. Lauren makes a move. In front, and Bowles couldn't chip into the wide open net. That's just the way it's gone today. CSUN 0 for 6 on the power play. Smith hammered down by Ramirez. But then a shot by Bowles held by Seppi. And then Plant goes at Ramirez. That was an absolutely clean hit. Not sure what San Diego State's problem is. It looks like San Diego State's going to get the last laugh today. 3:04 remaining. They've had the lead since the 8:26 mark of the first. These Suns really got to push. They need a goal within the next 30 seconds to have any kind of chance. Lessig checked by Bell. Ryant's over skates. Bell turns it over to Lessig. Lessig shoots, deflected up and out of play by Holland. 2:41 remaining. Second to last home game of the season for CSUN has not gone their way today. The Aztecs have just been the better team. They're going to continue to hold that mantle of best team in California with this victory in all likelihood. CSUN will hope for one more shot against SDSU in the WCHC championship game. Ryant's to Berenguts. Berengut tried to feed it back to Ryant's. Berenguts heels his pass. Isaac Miller relieves the pressure. Marbach taken over by Nobita. Good play by Lessig. 2 minutes to go. Isaac Miller slams it in. Rorick to Pang. Rorick holds the zone. Hoover shot stopped by Halfcoat. Pang pinned up by Wish. Cluster of players dig for it. And it's blown dead. You can hear the Matadors on the bench saying, let's not quit here, boys. Goal differential, still a big thing, of course, for the rankings. Matadors trying to get at least one more. Narrow that goal differential. 1 minute 30 seconds to go. The puck actually went underneath the Zamboni door. Had to dig it out. Hefty takes the draw and wins it to Goen. Goen's shot goes wide. Play whistle down. Net was dislodged. So Goen getting another shift on the Hefty line for Abaya. Hefty again wins the draw. Shot by Goen, stopped by Halfcoat. Seppi has to come out to play it. Gets mixed up with Isaac Miller. And then Bowles hauls down Miller. A little bit of message sending there by Levi Bowles. So his day is done.
Oh, you got thrown out.
And Isaac Miller goes to the box as well. Matter of fact, Isaac Miller's day is done. He heads off the ice. So you would suspect things will be evened up here at 110. Goen serves Levi Bowles' penalty. Ryan Sanobita getting the story from Magnifico. It appears it will be 4-on-4. Jack Dobbins going over to serve the penalty for Isaac Miller. Still 4-on-4 for the first time today, for seemingly the rest of the game. Just 2-minute minors for Bowles and Isaac Miller. Ramirez trying to cut in. Smith Hill at the edge. 1 minute to play. Mata weaves his way in. Sidesteps Ramirez hit. Good stick by Marbach. Mata trying to curl away from Barengut. Mata to Smith. Give and go opportunity. Mayer out of the reach of Smith. Smith to Mata. His shot goes wide. Barengut takes over. Leaves for Bushton. Good stick by Mayer. Mayer. Shoot stop by Seppi. A wish wide. 12 seconds left. Bushton back up the wing for Ramirez. Ramirez, 2 seconds left. Scores! Andre Ramirez, his first career goal, and San Diego State's going to win 4-2, but at least CSUN narrowed the gap a bit. Congratulations to Andre Ramirez. A graduate student born in Phoenix, grew up in Bakersfield. That's what the Matadors needed more of this game, was just sheer effort. So San Diego State has wrapped up the #1 seed for the WCHC playoffs. They are now 8-0-1 in conference action. Matadors dropped their record to 6-3. They have one more conference game left against Cal State Fullerton in 2 weeks. That's just a goal for Ramirez, 4-on-4. So the game-winning goal goes now to Mayer. That was the play right off the face-off where Mayer was able to walk right in and beat Seppi. CSUN finishes the day 0 for 6 on the power play. Another reason why they came up short. San Diego State did not get a power play in the third either. They finished 1 for 3. Vincent Seppi drops his record to 7-3 on the season. It's his first career loss against San Diego State. Now 1-1 against the Aztecs as Seppi and his cousin Lorenzo Santor take a picture right at the red line. Winning goalie today, Austin Hathcote, improves his record against CSUN to 3-3. He is now 16-1, 0-2 on the year. The Matadors' 7-game winning streak is over. They dropped their record to 12-8 overall. They're 7-4 here at home. San Diego State, they're now, of course, 16-1, 0-2. They've won 4 straight. They are 5-0-0-1. On the road, they've won 3 straight. Matadors rest up tomorrow. They have practice Tuesday, flight Wednesday afternoon. So they head to the Twin Cities. First game of the road trip is going to be Thursday night at 8:15 Pacific time. All 3 games will be available on the Matadors Hockey Radio Network on Ustream. Stay tuned to the team website, of course, our social media accounts as well. I'll be there to call the action, of course, as CSUN first takes on Minnesota State Mankato, then 2 games against Wisconsin Eau Claire. Now on the cards today, San Diego State wraps up the #1 seed in the WCHC playoffs with a 4-2 victory. We'll speak with you Thursday night from chilly Minnesota State Mankato as CSUN takes on the Mavericks. Until then, good day on the Matador Sports Network.